Rocking around the Christmas tree, it's a dun 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 dome. Welcome to the big Sleepover Moviecast, and tonight, a 1999 erotic mystery psychological drama film. Ooh, I love those compounding adjectives. Stanley Kubrick's highest grossing movie, earning over $162 million on a $65 million budget, and a Christmas movie. Is it? We'll have to find out. A Christmas movie with an orgy scene? A secret masked orgy scene? It's Eyes Wide Shut. So everybody knows the lore behind this. Kubrick died of a heart attack 6 days after showing the final cut. Final cut, maybe my ass, I don't know. It was much maligned at the time and has since grown from a cult following to a just great appreciation in general from a master filmmaker, my favorite filmmaker overall. It is a visual masterpiece. He's great with sound, and sound is good. He has curious actors in this, but they do okay. Kidman and Cruise, baby. And it's known for the line, "This pot is making you aggressive." So, we don't really need to dig into anything more about this. This is a well-explored film. Read this Wikipedia. Thanks for the tips. This movie also stars Sidney Pollack, Todd Field, Marie Richardson, Skye Dumont, Vanessa Shaw, Alan Cumming, Lily Sobieski, and Thomas Gibson. So I recall this movie taking place around Christmas, but not being about Christmas. And that's the theme of this inaugural holiday version of the Big Sleepover Moviecast. This is a 90s film, just barely. This was something I was aware of in the 90s, but I don't think I saw it till a few years after. I probably saw it on DVD. And probably it was a curio. I heard it was erotic. Well, it's not a porno, okay? There's much more sexually explicit, quote, films out there. You can see real penetration. You don't see that here. It is pretty graphic. It's weird. It's eerie. There's a New York love affair going on here a little bit. I recall at least scenes shot around New York. And it is based on a 1926 novella called Dream Story, Arthur Schnitzler, as are many of Kubrick's works. But the plot itself is not as important as the feeling or the tone, right? We can examine that as we get into it. But it's all about kind of shot for shot, which is classic Kubrick, right? It's a visual spectacle, a feast for the senses, if you will. And that falls right in line with hedonism. Who doesn't love some hedonism? And we'll see exactly how Christmassy it is. Is it just a Santa hat? Is it just a Christmas tree? Is there any other mention of Christmas? Because that's why we're watching this sucker. All right, I have bought the Blu-ray. There is no 4K as of yet. And I have the title track pulled up to 00000000. I think I got it right that time. You video editors let me know. And we're going to do the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Warner Brothers will be up. Now, it's been a while since I've seen this film. But not that long. Like, a year or 2 years. I'm sure I watched it when I could get it on Blu-ray or when it streamed in HD for the first time. So, probably the latter. Naked Nicole Kidman. Good way to start, right? And the title's a joke, right? Because your eyes are going to be open if they're wide. Ha 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 ha. Little Tom Cruise. And I don't say that to malign him, but it makes Nicole Kidman seem like a hulking beast in this, I recall. Hot as shit. That's true. Now, she is Australian and is disguising her accent. She's in a great Australian windsurfing film. I forget the name right now. But yuppie couple heads out to the town. Look at all this art they have. Dr. Hartford, huh? Night on the town with a little jazz, a soiree. Well, that's good lighting, as you would expect from Kubrick. Now, that's a Christmas tree. So, starting off on a good note. It's a warm Christmas, though. I guess they're inside, so of course the women will be undressed, or dressed down, rather, or undressed. There we go. It's a nice little Christmas shindig. Good. It's the way I like it. But there is something weird about them already, right? What a coinky dink. Oh. Yeah, I mean, that kind of sums up a lot of doctors I know and pre meds that became doctors. Their social skills are fucking awkward. They're not in it for you. Not in this country. She just went. They just got there. How long did it take to drive over? She's been hitting that sauce and that cocaine in the rich person's bathroom. What a name. Nick Nightingale. Who the hell are you, buddy? That's a weird interaction right there. Then again, that's Tom Cruise. He doesn't know how to act human, right? This guy's doing a good job reacting off him, but there's nothing going on behind those eyes, you know? It's blank. Ah, Not a casual punching. They have an affair together in a med school. I could see that. Explains some of the awkwardness. Lech is gonna lech. Ooh, coming in hard. I'll get another one. Goodbye. Well, that's one way to shoot your shot, right? Thank you for clarifying, sir. Nope. I'm Australian, mate. I can't read. This pot is making you aggressive. Yeah, I mean, is this supposed to be sexy? I'm just getting awkward. I think that's the other point of interest here is what is sexy according to Kubrick? What does he think this is? Then again, look at his relationship studies like in mm, what a yuppie thing to do. This guy's like, I'm in, maybe. Like, this woman is a lush. Art game. Mm. Tommy is chatting up some tail too. I mean, they could just be open swingers. Let's hear her say fuck as if it's some life altering word. Um, my husband. He likes to watch from the bedroom. Are you into that? Well, that's not very deceptive. Dancing in front of everyone else. Maybe because life isn't all about sexual conquest. Um, the do you know game? Yeah, that's damn, Tom. Tom's getting aggressive himself here. Oh, you're so charming. The lighting. I mean, the best lighting he's ever done is Barry Lyndon, right? And that was the relationship one I was starting to talk about until I trailed off, distracted by um, the dialogue and Nicole Kidman's beauty. But see, it's, this lighting is not piped in. He's got the film exposed right. It's very Gatsby. I don't know if the charm. Yeah, I don't know if the charm is working. I guess maybe if you're really horny and into someone. Mm. I thought he was leaving them, but instead he's just taking two for the road, like Bruce Wayne in the Batman film. I just bought this hotel. Your vaginas. I'm talking about your vaginas. Yeah. Why don't you step into the examination room, to the hot tub on the roof? That psychotic laugh. I don't think they'd want to be left alone with it, man. If there's ever an American Psycho, you're looking at him right there. Yeah, next time. And what is that thing? Is it prescription drugs? Nope, he killed a hooker. Same as it ever was. You mean she's dying actively? That's some nice titties. Why are you looking in her throat like that? Guess to see if she's choking? Now, this actress playing Mandy got full body makeup. Sit around with her titties out. Yeah, and this woman who could have anyone there has a close talker man whose breath probably does not smell good. I smoke 8 packs of cigarettes a day. No, I don't care for bronzes. So, I mean, literally all we know about this couple is that the second they go out to a party, they both emotionally cheat on each other instantly, if not catch and release physically. Yeah, I don't see what game she's playing. The long game? Still hasn't put his shirt back on, and she's just gonna what? Ride it out, come down. When I fall in love. Good song this band's been playing. Multiple good songs. She doesn't really have a face of comprehension. A little better. Back in the day, that kind of role, Starlet would have played that a little rawer. This girl's supposed to have had an OD and still looks perfect and perfect naked. He's your lawyer too? Capiche? Yeah, I mean, is she just drunk or high or what? Too drunk. She's gonna go puke? Okay. But she's not acting drunk. She's acting more stoned, right? Yeah, I find this scene tedious. I don't know what you all think of it, but I just don't. It's unearned. I don't care, and I know it's all about watching her, but I don't think she's that good at doing this. She's not acting drunk. Making eye contact and leaving your mouth open agape is not really seduction. Ew. Great lighting again. Great body. And again, it's an erotic film, so I get it. Sexuality is just kind of the game. He's making eye contact with himself, psycho style. I don't think we need this contemporary pop song, too. I mean, not really. She didn't. I mean, they're both a little shady and a little, you know, withholding of each other, but damn, does he just only treat super hot supermodels? What's going on? Okay. So all types, little boys and hot ass women. Another ass nude scene. I mean, it's great. Don't get me wrong, but a writing teacher I had once said the difference between, eroticism and pornography is designed to titillate. And I thought that was funny, but I also saw what they were saying in the sense that the only means of pornography is just to titillate. Eroticism can titillate, but there should be more there. So far, I'm going to call this pornography because I don't understand what else we're supposed to see in this woman, and I don't care about them going to parties. In fact, I don't like them at all, which is fine. They don't need to be sympathetic characters, but it makes spending time with them a bit of a chore. Now, everybody knows that this film has like a secret sex party thing. Ooh, that's where you keep your grass. I mean, that would smell. That's some stupid, nasty, fake weed. I don't think he hit it. Tom Cruise is the kind of guy to fake inhale a joint, right? How about you, an old man? Or was he not checking up on her? Just. At least Tom Cruise is doing his eyes right for a stoned person. Yeah, I don't have the patience for her slow reveal of information. And also, is her life just sitting at home with her kid? Does she jazzercise day and night? How does she keep that figure that she keeps getting naked and showing off? So all this is fine, if not a little, doesn't seem like they've been together that long. I'm not reading this as like a long relationship. Maybe. What else you got going on? you know? He was talking to you about your art thing, but you just kept acting like this, like you're a pilled out weirdo. This is not how stone people act. She's Zanny barred out, is what it seems like. I'm Tom Cruise. I'm asexual for Xenu. That's why you closed your eyes and looked down. Again, this is just a masturbatory thing for Kubrick. Now, this is a lit set. You can see the blue coming in, right? Works though. Eh, best thing you could ever say. The pot. There's her accent creeping out. You'll hear it. I mean, he told you, so believe him or not at this point. Is this witty? Is this the witty dialogue here? I'm just staring at her nipples. I think all of y'all are too. And looking down at her crotch, but she's got a little addition there so you can't see it. So naturally, I'm thinking about the titty. Yeah. Right. I went to school for 8 years and paid $400,000 so that I can touch boobs. It's okay. Yeah, maybe. Who cares? That's the other thing I'm remembering about this movie. The repression here, and maybe I shouldn't be one to comment, but like it's absurd. Perhaps I'm just old and I'm over this era of self doubt that people go through in their 30s. Oh, really? Thanks, mansplain. Not every place they can, wherever they can. And there's a big difference. There we go. Get a little rage. Tom Cruise rage is a good emotion. Don't keep doing this. Yeah, and that's not the right thing to say. That's bad acting. Yep. And again, not how stoned people react. I've seen better laughing fits from farting than that. I mean, so it's a challenge to do these kinds of things Kubrick wants you to do and the script wants you to do, but I don't think she's doing it very well. In fact, I think you could have traded 30% of their hotness to make them more normal people who could express some subtlety in some of this without it being narcoleptic in her case and stone faced in his. Love seeing old physical media, yo. CDs back there, that JVC player. Now, the framing of this is also fantastic. The color of those curtains, the subtle red and subtle green. When they redo this in HDR, they better not fuck that up. The alterations that go through the releases are extremely problematic and apparently are getting worse, but I don't hate all of it. I don't hate smoothing. I don't hate high frame rates. I don't hate AI upscaling when you have to have it. Okay, cool. Thanks for sharing. That's the other thing. This is going on way too long. I would lose patience so long ago and either get frustrated or mad. But at this point, I could have gotten frustrated, mad, and then gotten over it. I would not have this much interest in what she's saying, especially my wife, who I've been with for how long? 10 years or something? When did he meet her? How old's that little girl? So, all right, so, you're just reckless. And if she does cheat, fuck, dude. What are you going to do? Draw a line in the sand, man. And all of that is bullshit. And if you think it's not, and you're just watching her to watch her and thinking she's pretty, and especially if you're a woman doing that, think about this for a second. What is she actually saying? I mean, she's the one who's coming at it with all this. She's the one who is forcing this longer conversation on it. And stoned or not, I would just be bored. Okay, so you're admitting you had an emotional affair. Wow, provocative, but also, what the fuck? What kind of inhuman patience does Tom Cruise have to listen to this dribble of a dialogue, a monologue? Let's see, Kubrick at this stage thought he's more clever than he was. Good makeup on his eyes. He does look stoned. Now don't drive. Take a cab. Bummer. I mean, no, you don't. If you're really fucking fucked up, you don't have to do anything. Good man for taking the cab. All right, maybe stop licking her ear and, get down to the good parts. She's taking off her panties. That flashback was what, his mom or something? I don't forgot now, and I didn't quite pick up on it. If so, his mom was pretty hot. Rich people clubs. These fantastic apartments. Great lighting and another Christmas tree because it is a Christmas movie. Another tall, beautiful woman. All right, stop there. Yeah, great lighting. I would, adore this in 4K just for that visual feast. It's a curious juxtaposition of a scene against what we've seen so far, which is sexually charged. Here, I don't detect anything sexually charged other than the possibility of Cruz taking advantage of an emotionally distraught woman here. Yep, we've now pivoted. Yeah, way to be dismissive, Doc. Um, all right, scary face. You don't have to overcorrect that hard. Right. Okay. Well, she could shut up too. I mean, but she is grieving. A little too much eye contact, bro. But they do reek of what? Former lovers? That's the undertone we're supposed to take here. Because again, it's a man seeing a woman alone. Men who see women alone, there is a what? There is a sinisterness there, right? I know men and women can be friends, but see? Oh, yep. There we go. And it's gone full wacko because he is not supposed to be doing that in front of her dead father. Okay, so don't. Well, that's extra psycho, right? And I forgot about this part. I don't think this ever ties back into any of the other plot, other than he's now technically cheated the worst. And if that's true, he's not acting correct. He's acting more like a brainwasher or a gaslighter. You despise me, don't you, Rick? But yeah, I mean, what a weird thing to happen. And again, it's one big night. I like a good one big night adventure, as you've seen here on this movie cast, but little vignettes and little occurrences can all tally up. So I won't ditch it too soon, but it is weird. Your lips taste of Tom Cruise. Where's Tom Cruise? Hiding under the bed? Oh, okay. Thank you. Christmas lights in bouquet. Ah, New York. Can smell it now. Hmm. So there's a seedy undertone to everything. You know, I do like that. It's building slowly, slow burn. There's that flashback. Well, I'm guessing again his mom or something. Three, two. Then great shot at night. Ew. Wow. Oh, we have the first Merry Christmas. I mean, damn. I know it was the 90s, but these overly macho, homophobic roamers, I mean, that's rare, especially by 99 in New York. Come on, man. Tom Cruise, of course, many, many rumors about him being homosexual. Is she a streetwalker? Because damn, she is fine. I mean, if hookers look like that, I would totally walk with her. A little garish, but fine. Oh, yeah? Which one of these is your John? Start using code. Come inside. Haha. Meaning her vagina. If y'all haven't seen the movie Cruisin' with Al Pacino, you want to talk about the dirty underbelly of secret New York gay sex and handkerchief codes and leather daddies. You need to you need to check that film out. There is an intensity to Pacino that is very similar to the intensity in Cruise. And I would almost prefer it if he veered off on a queer angle here and just started, touring underground sex parties, pig parties, as my friend described to me once. I mean, that would be hilarious. And also maybe a darker film, ultimately. The rich angle here is too much. But the bored yuppie vibe is understandable. Sometimes you go along with things. Another Christmas tree. All right, I take it back. This is very much a Christmas movie. Damn, who is this fucking hooker? No fucking pimp around to whoop his ass? Come on, bullshit. She just picks up high class men like him. Also bullshit. You rich fuck. Cozy is a microaggression. She just hangs her bras out there, and yet she put up lights. I don't buy that. And yeah, and look at her. I want to play. It's 1999. I want to play GoldenEye. The butt play. 500 right now. Now, this is not Tom Cruise's first movie where he goes off and finds a prostitute. There is actually a very good one of him, a kind of coming of age story. Like dirt cheap. My God, I'll take 6. Okay. So, I mean, this is just his insane charisma. Great lighting. His insane charisma catapulting this, right? I mean, that's the only explanation. Grazie. Love some jazz. All right, so Tom Cruise has now done twice the worse things than Kidman, right? I like to keep tabs in these relationship pictures and arguments of what we can tell based on fact. And now this is by far the worst. Even if it was just one kiss. The other kiss was a bit of a craziness. He really does have the look of a velociraptor, doesn't he? Like cunning, and intelligent, but not quite human. Yeah. So, you stop there. Minor offense, but still pretty bad. She's studying sociology. Just say an hour. I like her tiger. Good for a red-haired woman to have a tiger on the bed. Damn. Thirsty as fuck for a prostitute, right? I mean, what is the charisma Tom Cruise has? I realize he was or is or was a sex symbol. Why is a debatable question. Man, you're a doctor. Give her $500. A fool and his money are soon parted. Gillespie's. Yeah, okay. Hell yeah. Go see that jazz, baby. Best thing you can do. Was a tough doorman for a jazz club, man. You ain't need to be that tough. Nick Nightingale. Hello, my name is Nick Nightingale, and I play jazz. Come in, won't you, and experience my jazz music. Now, this is what a stone person sees. There's beautiful, dim lit rooms. Ooh, a semi sit down dinner club. And that's about as packed as a jazz club is these days. What a great seat for him. A bear. I like bear. No, my friend. At a jazz club, you order whiskey. Always love a brush drummer. As a brush drummer myself. Nick Nightingale. Great lighting. Exactly why, if you're stoned, you should go to a jazz club. You can see the ambiance. Crazy eyes. Maybe more like an insect. I don't even detect the reptilian subtlety in the eyes. Yeah. It's a good place to see jazz. Oh, you said something weird, and I am so desperate for a weird night. Mm-hmm. You're putting me on? You're fucking with me. It's what. Come on, dialogue doctor. Now here's your big anticipatory line. Well, I mean, Bill has seen nothing but supermodels. So here is now where we enter with the creepy underground sex cult shit. Recently, yes, sir. Mm, it's the password. Mm-hmm. So the Jeffrey Epstein connection is strong here. Now I don't know if that's a true influence or if that's a rumor. I have no idea, and I am not up to date on all of the ins and outs of his creepy sex trafficking. God, his Tom Cruise's eyes there freaking me out. But that said, Tom Cruise knows about weird underground cults a lot and probably has seen some abuses of power. Maybe knew Epstein. Maybe Kubrick knew Epstein. Maybe they both did. Certainly, I'm sure Epstein probably presented himself as some sort of guru, as they all do, right? Charlie Manson. So, I don't know. But this is a work of fiction, so we'll treat it as such. And I'm sure this is based on things that these rich, powerful people have seen. Kubrick, for sure, knew everyone. Tom Cruise knew everyone. So, you know, it's believable that these are the things that rich people do. Now, why grand sex episodes are seemingly so universally appealing is also beyond me. There's a lot of reasons why people don't care or want to do this, primarily because nobody wants to be around that many people, or nobody is just that constantly horny, and you bust a nut and I'm done, man. I'm out. I don't want to hang out with the rest of these people. I mean, good reflection there. It's the Russian. Why is $100 the magic ticket here? Again, I know it was 99 and inflation hadn't fucked up 1,000 at minimum. Yeah. Dude, yeah. I guess you don't get rich by spending money. All right. I mean, the hooker was cheaper than that, and she was going to be free. So again, what is it you're after? You're after the bigger thing? Why all the security for a costume shop? I mean, sure. Good. That's bad accent acting. Looks like alive. Threw his coat down. Mm, nice drama. Dude just chowed down a lot of Chinese. For one? Mm. I forgot about this. That's a good reveal. So here's another sexuality scene gone wrong, right? Uh, yep. Creepy Lolita scene. Yeah. So this is kind of injecting sexuality into every aspect of the big night adventure. Whisper, whisper. So everyone's just a sex pervert in this world. Then truly there is no end game. And that's why I guess it all peters out. But there's no violence, there's no murder, stealing. There are other vices. To let one vice dominate your kind of story about hedonism is, at a loss. Now, again, who is that super hot, super sexy woman in his nightmare, his waking sexual repression nightmare? I'm guessing again it's his parents or his mom. It's a long cab ride. Amazed he convinced that guy to go out there. $6 tip. Be like, get the fuck out of my cab. Shut up. Tip me $6. All those nice fancy cars, they run them up in a Jeep. Makes sense. Don't want to drive the nice car. What a fucking mansion, though. Good God. So speaking of levels of wealth, you have the I have a sick apartment wealth, and then you have a I have a family gothic estate wealth. Jesus. And this is well done, you know. Again, not sure what else this is copying from other than just straight cultish behavior and classic religion, but well trained hookers, right? What's in that? Whatever that thing is called. Nightingale. Playing that synthy ass fucking thing. So again, all the vignettes don't matter. The woman whose father died, the first party, and the hooker that almost OD'd, the hooker that threw herself at Tom Cruise. Yep, Kubrick definitely flexed some, muscle here to get a lot of very perky, attractive naked women in his film. Nobody had a different type of mask. They all went to the same place. They all got that extra fine Russian mask. And again, not sure what the thought here is. Is it between free love or kink unlocking or whatever? It's still very much a hetero fantasy, right? And very much a predatory one. To want this kind of power is something odd, in my opinion. You want to have sex. You find these people physically attractive. You want to put your penis inside of them. But I guess normally the power is on their side. So now we force them in this cult and you can do whatever you want. But I mean, what a mask, right? What an excellent mask. All of them, excellent masks. Nobody has a shitty, like, little, like, Jason mask or Scream mask. Yeah, how come there's no Ghostface Killer there? I'd be, I would be the Ghostface Killer in there, just chilling, you know? Maybe he's in the background somewhere. A lot of pierced navels because it's the 90s. The slowness of all of this ritual is also kind of tedious, you know? The the other thought here is, again, no offense to kink if everybody here is, into this and that's what they like, but why not just have casual nudity that isn't related to either weird sex cults? You can just be naked. You can just wear fucking G-string underwear and masks and do it for the hell of it. You can have fun with things. Yeah, everybody has like a clay mask, you know. I don't know what's being chanted. I don't speak um whatever language this is. I can't quite tell. Maybe it's gibberish, but kind of sounds like gibberish, but it's affected by the audio. And the subtitles give you nothing. Why is he in danger now? Yeah, and you just want some robot anyway? I mean, again, there's something called post nut clarity. As fun as this would be, it would get exhausting after a while. And after whatever horniness is ejaculated out onto her back, you would be like, okay, not so fun. And here we have the orgy scene. Right? I mean, it's not the most graphic of all of it, but I mean, look, that person's even clothed. Everybody who's naked is ripped and attractive. So, I mean, there's that side of things. A lot of inner thigh, pretend, fellatio. All these masks, though, are sick. Again, the Ghostface Killer vibe to this is interesting. I know the cloaked druid monk, like, vibe here too, but that's a awkward thing. The no backing out, backing in sex thrust. That too. To be the sex bench. Can we have an orgasm or anything, to applaud to? I don't think I like being, watched. Wouldn't mind having sex with any of these super fine women, but I don't really need a mask. And I kind of just want to hang out with them and make jokes and then eat pizza after. I mean, what's wrong with that? What am I? I'm not missing out on anything. I just, I'm tired. The idea that there's some sort of mysterious sex that you're not aware of is a lie. I got a full on cooter there, though. You just were with another hooker earlier who you could see her face and she was chill and liked, jazz music. She just got railed by that other dude. Again, so tall compared to little Tom Cruise. I mean, the front door. See, okay, good. A little bit of homosexuality is appropriate for this, but that's about all you get right there, right? One scene of two same-sex couples coincidentally dancing in the same ballroom. The theme. Well done. Now this is good, and this is peak Kubrick. Look at all these fantastic masks. And that's the thing, like, whoever, if it's that one Russian crafting all these masks, like, because his fits, right? His is just somehow more beautiful and delicate than all of theirs. Which is weird. Give me that vulture, you know? Give me the horrific mask. If I have to be there and that's my bag, I want that weird one or that, the Picasso. Mm-hmm. Now, who is this king of all? Epstein. And this is why you don't roll up to an estate unarmed. The shame. Show us your dick. Of course, he has no qualms doing this for some reason. Right. I'll be like, get fucked, bitch. Who are you? You're going to have to show some sort of threat here aside from psychological, as in a gun or rush me or have a big guy attack. You're going to have to fight me at this point. And I'm surely going to whoop like a few of you geriatric fucks and drunk fucks' asses. Do it for us. The horse speaks. This is ridiculous. She's going to put her ass on the line for him. And why? Do you know him? Are you that? because I love him and I just want to live close to him. But even then, why would she do it for him? There's no reason. Great mask. But who is this bitch? I would just fucking, now that my mask's off, by the way, and you realize how hard it is to see in a mask, your awareness goes down by to 30%. So I would just side swipe him in the knee, take that fucking cane and bash another one, and then sprint. You know? How powerful are you? The first thing I would do is go to the cops. Oh, but they bought all the cops. Then I go to the FBI. Oh, but they bought the FBI. I mean, come on. How high does this Epstein conspiracy go? All the way to the top? All the way to Clinton? And for years before, Kennedy taking private helicopters to Tahoe to fuck Marilyn Manson? Okay, maybe. Miss Perky Tits there, though, who's obviously the skinniest and perkiest titted of all of the women. That's why she gets the featured role. Why would she take a liking to him? Who is he? There is nothing about him. Even if you think Tom Cruise is the sexiest man alive, there's nothing about him worth saving. He's a doctor, I guess. He makes a little bit of money. He used to be a family man till his wife got perverted, and then he got even more perverted because of her stoned ramblings. And he got caught at a sex party. They obviously know everyone, so they knew you were, someone weird to begin with. Not that he hid his face really for a long portion of that, intro, but some cool art up there. Helena or Helena? Christmas tree, it's still Christmas. My favorite month is December, and that's something in my family. I'll leave it at that, but December is a magic month and has been in my life a magic month of weird sexual encounters. I've definitely been in weird Christmas Eve sex things more often than not. Some of them great. Some of them really stupid and bad. Great lighting. Your wife's crazy, bro. But I mean, you've opened your mind to a new experience. This uber elite, ultra rich, sex elite. You smell like strange pussy. And why are you laughing? Get some Kidman cuddles. I like that. I would rip off my shirt though. I need some skin contact. It'd be like, you're petting me kind of hard. Softer, softer, please. Not weirder than my night. Although it wasn't that weird. It was just a bunch of rich old horn dogs fucking in a palace. Caligula style. And see, the lack of magic realism and then the choice to like show this, you know, to go into a fantasy means you have to suffer through this dialogue. For once, seem pretty comfortable naked. Fast forward to the now iconic pictures of Nicole Kidman divorcing Tom Cruise and dancing in the street. How symbolic. Yep. Okay. Ham-fistedly symbolic, one would say. So now she's racked with guilt. Or is this her dream? That was her getting ravaged by the gentleman in the Navy outfit? My God. Okay, look. People, if this kind of thing wrecks you, you know, a sexuality mishap or something, my God, grow up. Such a child. And again, I say this from a point of being an old person now, but the at the risk of being redundant, this is like a 20-year-old. This is an adolescent fantasy carried forth by 20 plus year vigor into the 30s where it slowly dies. Not for the fact that your wildness dies or this or that, but just it's like Alexander the Great. I wept because there was no more land to conquer, other than I don't care to conquer anymore. Big difference, right? Why weep? I'm done conquering. Maybe I want more of this. Maybe I want more hugs and just time spent. At which point I don't need to beat around the bush. I can just say so. I'm not afraid to ask to be cuddled or have my back rubbed. Had a butt orgasm. This is her moment of redemption. It's all psychological. Meanwhile, he actually went out and did Fidelio. But again, all of this is stupid. The word fuck is not as powerful as you think it is. Why? Yeah, this is the way you're droning on again makes it more criminal again. So far, the only infidelity is what? A kiss to a hooker and lying about where you were, and a kiss to a woman in distress that you may or may not have had a relationship with. It was very awkward. We couldn't tell. But we're supposed to, he feels guilt there, right? But at the same time, I don't know. I just don't care anymore. I don't fucking care. And that's how the movie should end. It should fade to gray. Jazz clubs don't open that early, Braj. Cup of Joe. Very Christmassy. Yeah, so now it's more than just sex now at this point. We've moved into the murder subplot or possible murder subplot. Add some extra fear to this, which is good because it can't just be about repression or sexual repression only. I'm a doctor. I keep flashing my doctor badge. If that wouldn't give, you know, any bit of credence, I wouldn't give a shit. I'd be like, shut the fuck up, get out of my face. And now that's a liar. You're a liar. Hippocratic oath be damned. And yeah, I guess he just doesn't have to see his patients today. More Christmas. Merry Christmas, y'all. Ooh, there he is. He's controlling his rage. All right. Are you a cop? There he is, flashing his doctor badge again. Lean in. This gets good. Oh, I know. I'm into the bandana club myself. Hmm. Now, is this true, or is this just to further scare Tom Cruise? Okay, that is very weird. You got your friend killed by fucking around, although he shouldn't have given you the password. Yeah, see, is he part of the cult himself? And yeah, what about the weird daughter's sex adventures with the the Russian's daughter? That nice mask was only 25 bucks. Again, not too bad. Oh, there she is again, not wearing any clothes. Mm, they're back. Now they're friends. Is he whoring out his daughter? What's going on here? Gets creepier, right? Yeah, okay. Okay. So, whores and prostitutes abound. More Xmas cards. More of this weird dream of Nicole and not Tom Cruise. Which, again, I guess that's her dream that she described to him and he's obsessing over. Ugh. That'll give you diarrhea. Well, he does have a car. A Range Rover. Classy. 5-star man, classy. Yeah, I mean, go get a gun, too. That would be a smart move or something. If you don't know karate. Or does he? Does his character study karate? Good discordant theme, right? You could also go to the police. You have no reason to think the police are totally involved here. Secondly, you're aware of some weird prostitution going on with the Russian. Third, you received a, credible story about your friend being strong-armed or kidnapped. And he sure isn't afraid of showing his face. I guess they've already seen him multiple times. The creepy old cult leader. We've been waiting for you. What a coincidence. Jang. Just the manservant. Completely useless. I mean, they're not. Now, what would make this interesting is if he actually broke the cult code and crashed another party and freed the slave women, and but it's not really his type. He's more of a voyeur, isn't he? Steadicam, Kubrick classic. Maybe. Word problems. Yeah, let's think about money. Joe is better because he has more money. That's the right answer, child. Write it down. So is she one of the women? Certainly not the tittied one, the perky titted one, the leader of sorts of the slave women, because we've seen Kidman naked a lot in this, not the same body. Great tree lighting. I love it. That's why you want to have a tree. And a slightly ajar door. Like that Apple computer, too. Now, who is the sailor man? Why is he thinking about this so much? Back to it. Have you given up on your friend who might be dead? The credible threats they're making against you? Go to the cops. Yeah, and that friend is more than likely one of them, right? Merry Christmas. Back to the cast of characters for round two. A quick phone call to one. Now to the hooer. Mm. Oh, and again, greases the wheel of inappropriateness. Is that okay? Mm-mm. He's a domino only man. You can't make it stand up for Sally. Long, tall Sally. What does that mean? And again, is this him flirting or being a psycho? Because it's really hard to tell. Uh-oh. All right. Tom Cruise crossing lines. Yeah, this is also awkward and weird. I don't understand this interaction. Yeah, I don't know. Women, what do y'all see in Tom Cruise, if anything? Please explain. More long, slow dialogue. Mm, well, glad you didn't sleep with her. So, are you too? And are you going to explain that you didn't have sex with her, or does she know that? Mm, unctuous and creepy. That apple looks like a vagina. Theme getting more and more prevalent. Again, he's inappropriate, but he has limits. He's not actually fucked anyone. Kissed HIV girl once. Again, should have gotten some protection, man. Someone's threatening you. Go into an establishment. Or if you're really scared, just turn around and confront him. A heavy Russian, bald Russian man. Should have gone in Verona. Don't you have a cell phone too? Why don't you call the cops or confront this guy already? These are the better scenes with the sparse piano and great title on that paper too. I don't know what CMB is. Yeah, now, Cruz, if you were a little tougher, which of course the real Cruz probably is, go confront that fucker. Now, he's probably armed, but you should be too. Lesson learned, go get the gun tomorrow. If not right now. Real time, gonna wait on this cappuccino? Okay, good. Mm. The overdose is tracked. He's an interesting flat part on his little nose, doesn't he? And yeah, I just, the casting here is odd. I really don't like Kidman or Cruz. Mm. There he goes repeating shit again. That's why this movie is so long. Is he has to repeat everything. I mean, at this point, you're gonna stop being shocked by these like things happening. Special doctor badge privilege again. I wouldn't be touching my mouth after entering a morgue, but okay. Weird choice, actor. I think you would have gloves on. Little boob jiggle there as the corpse comes out. Why is there an x-ray in the light box? So is that the same woman? Hard to tell. The woman from the first party that OD'd? Wouldn't it be easier to just kill the doctor instead of all these other people involved? Or is his powerful relationship part, with the original, that dude at the first party that he was doing favors for? Is that keeping him alive? Are you going to do something weird here? Bites her nose. So he got his car out of the garage to drive upstate or whatever, and now he's put the car back in. Here we go. Back to the original dude. Perhaps he will share some. A case. Sure. This movie's full of people that just can't come right out and say anything. I figured. Go on. I'll be Steve. Go on. Again, if this is supposed to build suspense, it's mostly just building tedium. Okay, good. Figured you might. Yeah, I mean, I know about your hookers too. Do tell. Like, for real, hurry the fuck up and tell me. Don't lie. Yeah, same for you. Get to the point. Of course, I'm a well known elite pervert. Why are you crying? He's offering help. Talk to him about the threats. and the hookers. Man, once you start going like sex, underground sex party, shit gets out of hand real quick. Mm-hmm. Is he sitting there just clenching his butt? Yeah, I mean, that's correct. The writing here in the character is suspicious, Mm. You gonna freak out yet, TC? Yeah, Epstein trouble. I guess this feeds into the quote, Epstein didn't kill himself, end quote. Bullshit, but I mean, maybe if you would just tell me what's going on. Because there isn't one. Exactly. Always call that bluff. Get to the point. Get some facts, Get that things crossed off. Okay, so if you know all this, that means you're in constant contact, which means they know I'm here. Unless this guy's a higher up guy, but he doesn't live in the compound. Clearly. Although it seemed more like she's a kind of sex slave, but okay. With a body like that, who are these banging fine hookers just walking around New York? Was all a bad dream. I would say that seems likely. To scare you. Yeah, now if this was a 50s film, this dialogue could go quicker. Have your scotch, fine, but we don't need so many facial reaction scenes of Tom Cruise here. This love letter to him and to Nicole Kidman. Although Kidman's is more just like Kubrick's like, okay, get naked. I already know what that is. I get all my sex underground news. Mm. So we're just going to leave these things as slightly mysterious. He already said yes. Hurry the fuck up. God. Kubrick, did you like this slowness? Do you tell them to slow down? Finally, a little voice acting. I mean, I thought we did that. Right. That blue light. Great fucking dialogue. Jesus. The Mask. And yeah, I mean, you could bring your wife into this. I don't know why you caused an immediate rift. I guess we're supposed to think that was long going on. Their sex life just isn't there, right? They banged at the beginning of the film, so I don't know. And bro, if they're really this, conniving, they're already in your house. They've already threatened your family. I like all the haunting Christmas. It's good in December to only see things at night. A horse's head is in the fridge. And yeah, I mean, I guess this is the most excitement he's had in his life in quite a while. You get hammered out there or something? Should have got that gun, bro. And her eyes open. Looking like a interview with the vampire TC there. Now, why didn't you get all the answers from Victor that you needed? Tom Cruise really has had the same haircut since the 80s. Not offering to hold him. Kind of. Redemption through confession. Well, she's not pleased by it. Right? I mean, it's a weird story, too. Like a kid in trouble with the principal. Now she looks high, by the way. That's the makeup you should have put on her. Pepper sprayed her or whatever it was. Get those bloodshot eyes. Okay, so let's go do it. Yep. Consumerism. on open sleigh, over the hills we go, laughing all the way, ha ha ha, bells on bobtails ring, make each spirit bright, what fun it is to ride and sing. No, yeah, a fake pram, it's not a good toy. Here's some Legos, you'll love these forever. I don't think I have my Legos now, which is making me sad to think about. I guess I got rid of them. Damn. Mm-mm-mm. So many teddy bears. Oh, I think I know. God, get it out, right? Thank you. Hurry up. Tom looks better with a little stubble, I think. Well, I mean, he's the only one who had the adventures, as far as we know. Right, the dichotomy. Well, the real ones are scarier. He doesn't know the truth behind any of it, but I guess he's going to stop following up. I mean, he did some fucked up things, but he didn't really do some of the worst things, right? Didn't finger blast anyone, didn't suck a dick. There are lots of worse things you could do than kiss a couple people. Now, he still has that friend who loves him, which is weird. I mean, if that's supposed to be the deep realization here and the juxtaposition between reality and what's dream and surreality, that's pretty weak. But then again, what are you trying to say with this film? It's all about trepidation and not about fact. But I wanted it to turn into an actual crime. And I think the movie would be better as a straight up, hard boiled detective type crime with a sex, cult. And at the end of it, it can become too much, right? The miasma can spin up so much that he doesn't find anything and it can all be for nothing. It can all disappear. I would like that plot more myself. I am not in love with these two as actors. God. I do wish all people talk this quiet though in public. We should we should start that. But why? Mm, yep, because that heals all. So edge lord. Remember that line, and I remember this pot is making you aggressive. Revisiting all the elements of the plot, I like it more. There definitely is some tedium waiting for them to speak. You see, uh, and then there are things like that. There's no final cut that's missing or something. He didn't get to finish this, or he was, I guess, probably sick and ailing while filming, and that probably contributed. But the casting was all wrong. I know he stays modern, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years in the game or whatever. You have to work with who's there. But it's an odd 1999 Tom Cruise. He's a big action star, I guess, so he could do that after the, what's that franchise he's in? Anyway, but, there's still some things here that just don't work. And I'm not sure if even another actor would do better. And Nicole is best in little parts. We don't, see her freaking out is not the Chris Isaac baby. That is not, it's a little weak, right? She couldn't do it. She looks great naked though. Tom Cruise didn't get naked enough for this film, right? We should have gotten a lot of ass. Or he could have hung dong, Then that would have been edgier than some of this stuff. And yeah, let's just fuck it all away. Anyway, it is definitely a Christmas movie though. I don't think I picked up on that before, how it really is Christmas everywhere. And it adds to the vibe when he's outside and on the adventures and the kind of one or two big nights. One big night, kind of sober, scary morning fading into a darker night. But, he's a psycho and he wants answers. You think he's going to give up? He's still going to see Victor. Is he not going to talk to Victor about it? Is he not going to talk to the girl whose father died, who told him, she needs to be near him and loves him? There's a potential here for him to get his shit right back into it. Anyway, sex cults makes for a good thriller and a good crime story. Let's have some more of that, Hollywood. And with that, I bid you a good night and a Merry Christmas.